welcome to Comic Pop. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
This week we went to Toy Con, New Jersey in Parsippany, and this is a great show that we go to every year in which just a whole host of vendors all cram into the Parsippany Pal. This was the summer show, but you can actually see a repeat of this show in November.
Yeah.
So go to this show because it's amazing. But what we wanted to do is just give you a little insight into what it's like to go to this this amazing toy convention. Thousands of toys, dolls, action figures, play sets, stuff from the 60s, 30s. Somebody tried to sell you something from like what they claim to be the Civil War.
Yeah.
Like a bayonet. So they also sell weapons there as well.
You look like a bayonet guy.
Right? He is a bayonet guy. You owned a mace at one point.
It was a flail.
Ah, my bad.
The best thing is just looking through all the toys and playing with them.
It's Mr. T for Rocket 3. I know I might be like missing out on this or like in the wrong, but I think Rocky 3 is the best Rocky. And it's probably just because Mr. T is in it.
You two actually wound up playing with them quite a bit.
We sure did. Hey, let me see that ring.
No.
That's not a Green Lantern ring.
Shut up.
I missed out on most of those toys, so it was kind of an opportunity for me to see what was out there.
That's right,
I
yeah.
I didn't live in a household that had a lot of toys when I was growing up.
Amy does not like that. Hi, Batman.
I'm Batman.
Alright, well. I am Mumra. Oh, I'm missing my headpiece.
Where is your headpiece? And like, what's great is having this guy with us.
Who knows all of it?
Because he knows like all you'll see a lot of like superhero figures, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
I'm like, oh well, that's
yeah.
from an X-Force line from Toy Biz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's neat because there's such not only a wide variety of actual like properties there, you know, ranging from like, you know, Matchbox cars to like, you know, toys that are geared more towards girls, to like the He-Man, you know, Ninja Turtles, like shows that revolve just around selling products. And everything's in like so many different states.
Yes.
Like from the most well-loved to the like pristine mint in package items.
It's true.
And everything in between.
And it was, what's amazing is you had access to everything. You know, like there are He-Man figures that were mint in box. There were a couple of amazing figures that they found, these vendors from the manufacturers themselves. They like had a box of Ghostbusters figures from like 1988, and sure enough, they didn't get to the Toys R Us or the KB, and so here they are, and they've never the little like rack hook thing wasn't even punched out yet.
Oh, look at these great characters. You got a Cushman, an old Homer, Spyro the Dragon, Robin Williams. Wait, that's Frodo. And it's really hard to tell.
It's very garage sale-y in that sense. Like, there'll just be the table where there's, like, a lot of the higher quality items.
Oh, in their own very specifically made box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna find. And sometimes you'll just find pieces of things, and you're trying to guess what it's from.
Another thing that is fantastic about the toy show is that it's all independent vendors. It's all just folk who just either collected them, or they sell them out of their comic shops, or they sell them offline, and they're all interested in, you know, sharing their wares and trading stories about toys and about how they gathered them.
But also sometimes giving a deal.
Well, that's the thing, is that they're towards the end of the shows. You know, they're always looking to reduce their inventory so they don't have to carry as much back home with them.
That's right.
And so that's where you get to try out the ancient art of the deal.
Yeah, the haggle.
Here we have the wild and infamous Ben, who's doing a little bit of haggling.
We found in a bin, essentially. Ben pulled it out, and it was an old PlayStation fishing rod, essentially. You'd plug it in, and then you could play, I guess, fishing games with it.
I guess.
I literally had never...
Probably like one.
I'd never seen this thing before in my life, but I knew, as he pulled it out, everyone was kind of chuckling about it. My brain immediately went to our upcoming Christmas special and a specific prop that we needed. And immediately I was like, we need that.
Watch as the art of the deal is performed.
Oh, you know, it's this much with the game. Oh, I don't really need the game because I already have it.
Yeah, a little give and take. Yeah, that was the thing.
Oh, well, it'll be this price. I was thinking this price. Well, all right, how about we meet in the middle? Done.
There are other things that people aren't going to budge on.
No.
yeah.
high ticket items, they're not going to budge about it. But at the very least, a lot of times you can get like a good story, or you can like meet someone who has a lot of common interests. Like
That's
we
right.
talked to a lot of people about things where they were like, "Oh my god, I used to love this show," or "I used to love this item," or
Yeah.
like I was like a huge fan, or I had no idea about it. That kind of thing.
And sometimes you find stuff that you'd never think you would ever find. Like old Phantom novels.
Yes.
Or maybe issues of TV Guide from the mid-70s.
Or the Phantom's Ring.
Which you savvily procured.
What?
I'm not wearing it.
But it's still pretty great.
I do have it though.
But you can punch people with a skull.
I'm not like again. I mentioned this when we did our Periscope. I'm not even a big Phantom fan,
But the ring is
but I
awesome.
had to have the ring.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
There's going to be comics there. The majority's toys.
Incidentally,
There's something for everyone.
apropos the video game thing, they even squared off a whole section for you to play games.
Yes.
You play old arcade games.
Behind the machines, this is where it's at. We got some warnings, some caution, quick lock.
The arrow.
The manufacturers on the back here. This is the heart and soul of the
Look
pinball
at
machine.
David Gottlieb.
I thought it was cool too that the overall like entire stock that was there ranged from, like you said, like the super old to some of the most modern things you're gonna find.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If you're looking for a current like comic book statue, like if you're looking for like a Bombshells figure or like,
Or
or
some
statue.
Marvel Select action figures.
Right, exactly, like the Legends ones or,
Yes.
or whatever. You're probably gonna find them there, but you're also gonna find these like crazy things from like back in the day. Like there was a thing there that was like my favorite thing ever. I don't even know if it worked. I didn't buy it because I assumed it was haunted, but it was a wind-up bear toy that had like fun fur on it, and like
Okay.
there was,
From like 1940?
right with like where they had like the red felt with like the black mark as like eyes. I was like, that is hilarious.
But
I think there's probably a demon inside of it, so,
So I'm not gonna
even
buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it.
No.
I kind of touched it, but
In fact, I feel bad that I looked at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm cursed.
And everyone's glad to be there. No one's being dragged to the toy
Exactly.
convention.
So I guess what we're saying is if you're in this area at all,
Yeah, or if you're interested in visiting the scenic Morris County, New Jersey area.
right, exactly. ToyCon's a
Very
fun
nice.
show. It's again like it's 1 or 2 days. You do it in
2
one day.
days, and
Yeah.
you can do it in the summer or in the fall.
Exactly, and like the Saturday's probably the better day to go.
And there's a good chance you'll run into us.
That's right.
Right?
In fact, some of the members of the population actually wound up bumping into
That's
us.
absolutely true.
And it was
we
super
did.
fun. We got some new contacts, and they gave us some great suggestions for places that we could go in the future.
That's
so,
right. Absolutely.
we look forward to running into anyone from the population, of course, at any of these shows. But first and foremost, it's a really fun show that you really got to check out. It's just really fun.
It really is.
We just love going. So
Yeah, and it's one of those. It's a local run show.
Yep.
We know the guy who runs it. Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Like a really nice guy doing it just because he kind of likes doing it.
He cares about the show.
So check out ToyCon, and hopefully you enjoyed this little video where we just kind of wrapped up the show and gave you our insights. And hey, if you're interested in seeing more of these kinds of videos, we will see you in October for New York Comic Con. So
yeah.
stay tuned. And thanks a lot for watching. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
So long, and we'll see you next time.